I will stand up for myself. If there is any rallies or protests, I will go to them. That part of my heritage it still runs in my blood. My name is Tamsin Lanique Tammy Lawrence-Solomon. I am from Cape Town, South Africa. I live now in Auckland, New Zealand. I came here in 2008. I would have been 10 years old. I still have the first memory of coming here. I first noticed, coming to the house, there was just a single lock. There were no bars on the windows at all. It was the first time I ever looked through a window and my vision wasn't obscured by metal bars for protection, which is actually quite uncommon in South Africa. In South Africa, you had to always watch your back, and especially when you're a woman, you're basically not allowed out after 6 p.m. It would just be too dangerous. I wouldn't be able to live like that. Here in New Zealand, just being able to see through the glass, it gave me a sense of freedom and safety.
And that's the tag. This is part of the tag that was on your arm.
Baby of Lynette Solomon. Oh, and this was my baptism.
Yeah.
Because of how I am and all the things that I'm involved with, with the queer space, I feel most comfortable being a demigirl who's non-binary. My parents, they found me a bit confusing. They are Christian, but I'm not a Christian. I remember caused quite a bit of tension with my parents. Oh, me starting school. That was a big thing though.
When apartheid was abolished, segregation was no more, you could attend the first white schools that accepted children of colour.
The apartheid affected my parents' lives. Families were divided and couldn't see each other. Since my parents were also rebellious teens at that time, they participated in a lot of the rallies and protests, which made them basically vulnerable to police attacks, being shot at, being bitten by the police dogs and everything. My parents, coming to New Zealand, felt that none of their children would have to kind of get into that, really. But when I suggested that I wanted to go to rallies and protests, the reason they were opposed to it was actually just for my safety. Because, of course, where they came from, they were dealt with by force. I think, basically, they just sort of accepted that rallies or protests, it's just part of our family. It's just who we are. And even though for the longest time they wanted to safeguard me from it, there's not as much tension as when I was younger. They're definitely more open to understanding rather than arguing with me. I don't like feeling like I have to be toned down, suffocated. I guess I am a very fiercely independent person, as well as someone who's not afraid to express myself.